Iraq possessed one of the largest air forces in the Middle East at the start of Operation Desert Storm, with over 700 combat aircraft. Most were Soviet-designed fighters and bombers, with some French Mirages mixed in. Within days of the air campaign, starting on January 17, 1991, the Iraqi Air Force was effectively destroyed or grounded. By the time ground forces advanced, Iraqi aircraft had either been destroyed, fled to Iran, or sat hidden in hardened shelters, waiting for a fight that never came. This video examines every aircraft Iraq operated, and what happened when they faced the most advanced air force ever assembled. We start our list with Iraqi fighter aircraft. MiG-29 Fulcrum. The MiG-29 was Iraq's most advanced fighter in 1991, and represented the latest Soviet air superiority technology. The twin-engine fighter featured look-down, shoot-down radar, helmet-mounted sights, and could carry R-73 and R-27 air-to-air missiles. Iraq operated around 20 MiG-29s, concentrated with elite squadrons. The aircraft itself was capable, and in skilled hands could challenge Western fighters. Iraqi pilots were not in that category. Most MiG-29 pilots had limited flight hours and no experience against modern integrated air defense and electronic warfare. During Desert Storm, several MiG-29s attempted intercepts against coalition aircraft and were shot down by F-15 Eagles before getting within visual range. A few fled to Iran. The MiG-29 could have been dangerous, but Iraqi training and tactics meant it never posed a real threat. Coalition pilots respected the aircraft's capabilities, but not the crews flying them. The MiG-25 Foxbat. The MiG-25 was a high-speed interceptor designed to chase down American bombers at Mach 3 speeds. Iraq operated around 30 of these massive twin-engine aircraft. The radar was primitive, and the missiles were outdated, but the sheer speed was impressive. The MiG-25 could fly faster than almost any missile if the pilot saw it coming. Iraqi pilots used that speed to launch hit-and-run attacks, then flee before coalition fighters could engage. One MiG-25 reportedly shot down a U.S. Navy F/A-18 Hornet on the first night of the war, though the details remain disputed. Most Foxbats were destroyed on the ground or fled to Iran. The aircraft was designed for a specific Cold War mission that was obsolete by 1991, but the speed made it dangerous in the hands of pilots willing to use it aggressively. MiG-23 Flogger. Iraq operated over 100 MiG-23 fighters in multiple variants. The swing-wing design was supposed to provide versatility for both air combat and ground attack. The radar was basic, and the missiles were short-range, but the aircraft was fast and maneuverable for its era. Iraqi MiG-23s attempted intercepts during the early days of Desert Storm and were systematically destroyed by F-15 and F-16 fighters with beyond visual range missiles. The swing-wing mechanism was complex, and Iraqi maintenance crews struggled to keep them operational. Most were destroyed in shelters or abandoned. A few fled to Iran. The MiG-23 was outclassed by every coalition fighter it faced. Soviet export versions lacked the avionics and weapons of frontline Soviet aircraft, which made an already difficult situation hopeless. MiG-21 Fishbed. The MiG-21 was obsolete by 1991, but Iraq still operated over 100 in various roles. This 1950s design featured a simple delta wing, basic radar, and short-range infrared missiles. The aircraft was cheap, reliable, and easy to fly, which made it popular with developing nations. Against modern fighters with beyond visual range missiles and advanced radar, it was helpless. Iraqi MiG-21s could not detect coalition aircraft before being engaged. The simple radar and heat-seeking missiles required visual range, which they never achieved. Most were destroyed on the ground. A few attempted intercepts and were shot down immediately. The MiG-21 belonged in a museum by 1991, but Iraq flew them anyway, because that was what they had. MiG-19 Farmer. Iraq operated a small number of ancient MiG-19 fighters from the 1950s. These early supersonic fighters had no radar and carried only guns and unguided rockets. Why Iraq still had them in service by 1991 is unclear. They were completely useless against modern air defenses and fighters. Most sat on airfields and were destroyed by coalition bombing. None flew combat missions because sending them up would have been suicide. The MiG-19 was a piece of aviation history that had no place in modern combat. Moving on to French-designed fighters. Mirage F1. Iraq purchased over 100 French Mirage F1 fighters during the 1970s and 80s. The Mirage F1 was a capable multi-role fighter with decent radar and could carry French-made Magic air-to-air missiles and Exocet anti-ship missiles. France designed it as an export competitor to American fighters, and it was legitimately effective for its era. Iraqi Mirage pilots were generally better trained than MiG pilots because French instructors had worked with them. During Desert Storm, several Mirages attempted to attack coalition naval forces in the Persian Gulf with Exocet missiles. Most were shot down before launching. A few Mirages engaged in dogfights with coalition fighters and were defeated. Some fled to Iran. The Mirage F1 was a real fighter, but faced opponents a generation ahead in technology and training. Continuing with ground attack aircraft. Sukhoi Su-25 Frogfoot. The Su-25 was the Soviet answer to the American A-10 Warthog. The twin-engine ground attack aircraft featured heavy armor protection and could carry bombs, rockets, and guided missiles for close air support. Iraq operated around 30 Su-25s for attacking enemy ground forces. The aircraft was designed to survive ground fire and operate from rough airfields. During Desert Storm, coalition air supremacy meant Iraqi close air support was impossible. Su-25s that attempted ground attack missions were shot down by coalition fighters or surface-to-air missiles. The aircraft itself was capable, but could not operate without air superiority. Most were destroyed in shelters or fled to Iran. The Su-25 was built to support ground troops, but never got the chance. Sukhoi Su-22 fitter. Iraq operated over 100 Su-22 variable geometry wing attack aircraft. The swing-wing design allowed both high-speed strikes and slower attack runs. The Su-22 could carry bombs and rockets for ground attack missions. Iraqi pilots used them during the Iran-Iraq War for strikes against Iranian forces. During Desert Storm, they were grounded after the first days because coalition air defenses made attack missions suicidal. Most were destroyed on the ground or hidden in shelters. A few fled to Iran. The Su-22 was outdated by 1991 and stood no chance of surviving in coalition-controlled airspace. Sukhoi Su-7 Fitter A. The older Su-7 ground attack aircraft was obsolete, but Iraq still operated them. The simple swept-wing jet could carry bombs and rockets, but lacked sophisticated avionics. Most were in storage or reserve units by 1991. Coalition bombing destroyed them on the ground. None flew combat missions. Moving on to bomber aircraft. Tupolev Tu-22 Blinder. Iraq operated a small number of Soviet Tu-22 supersonic bombers. The twin-engine design could carry bombs at high speed to attack distant targets. The aircraft was designed for strategic bombing missions that Iraq never needed. During Desert Storm, the Tu-22s sat on airfields and were destroyed by coalition strikes. The bombers were too large and valuable to risk in combat against overwhelming air defenses. They were destroyed without flying. Tupolev Tu-16 Badger. The Tu-16 was an ancient 1950s strategic bomber that Iraq somehow still operated. The massive aircraft could carry tons of bombs, but was slow and vulnerable. Several were converted to aerial refueling tankers. All were destroyed on the ground during the air campaign. The Tu-16 had no business in a modern war. Ilyushin Il-28 Beagle. Another 1950s bomber that Iraq kept in service. The twin-engine tactical bomber was obsolete decades before Desert Storm. All were destroyed on the ground without flying combat mission. Continuing with reconnaissance and support aircraft, MiG-25 Foxbat B. The reconnaissance variant of the MiG-25 featured cameras instead of weapons. The high speed made it useful for overflying enemy territory before defenses could react. Iraq used these for reconnaissance missions during the Iran-Iraq War. During Desert Storm, coalition AWACS detected them immediately, and fighters intercepted before they could complete missions. Most were destroyed or fled to Iran. Mirage F1 reconnaissance variant. Modified Mirage fighters with camera pods for tactical reconnaissance. Operated the same as fighter variants and met the same fate. Ilyushin Il-76 Candid. Iraq operated several Soviet Il-76 heavy transport aircraft for moving troops and cargo. The 4-engine jet transport was civilian technology adapted for military use. During Desert Storm, they were grounded and destroyed on airfields. Moving large transports in coalition-controlled airspace was impossible. Antonov An-12 Cub, the Soviet equivalent of the American C-130 transport. Iraq used dozens for military transport. All were grounded during Desert Storm and destroyed on the ground or hidden. Antonov An-24, smaller Soviet transport for short-range missions, destroyed on the ground. Antonov An-26, light transport and liaison aircraft, destroyed on the ground. And finally, trainer and helicopter aircraft, L-39 Albatross. Czech-built jet trainer used for pilot training. Some were modified to carry light weapons for ground attack. All were destroyed on the ground during the air campaign. PC-7 and PC-9, Swiss-built turboprop trainers Iraq used for basic pilot training, destroyed on the ground. MiL Mi-24 Hind. The Soviet Mi-24 attack helicopter was one of the most feared weapons of the Cold War. The heavily armed and armored helicopter gunship could carry troops while providing fire support with rockets, missiles, and cannon. Iraq operated around 40 Mi-24s for attacking enemy forces. During Desert Storm, coalition helicopter hunters destroyed Mi-24s on the ground or shot them down when they attempted to fly. American AH-64 Apaches hunted Iraqi helicopters at night using thermal sights. The Mi-24 was dangerous but faced opponents with better technology and training. Most were destroyed without fighting. MiL Mi-8 HIP. The Mi-8 transport helicopter was the Soviet workhorse for moving troops and supplies. Iraq operated over 100 for military transport. During Desert Storm, they were grounded because flying helicopters in coalition-controlled airspace was suicide. Most were destroyed on the ground. A few attempted flights and were shot down. MiL Mi-6 Hook. Large Soviet heavy-lift helicopter for moving cargo. Destroyed on the ground. MiL Mi-2, small Soviet utility helicopter, destroyed on the ground. Se-342 Gazelle, French-built light attack and reconnaissance helicopter. Iraq purchased dozens during the 1980s. All were destroyed on the ground or shot down during attempted flights. AS-61 Dauphin, French utility helicopter for transport and liaison missions, destroyed on the ground. Aerospatiale Alouette 3, French light utility helicopter, destroyed on the ground. Hughes 300, American civilian helicopters Iraq, purchased for training and liaison, destroyed on the ground.